Hello everybody and welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sports, the BLITZBOKS. That's it. That's the video. That's the reaction. The BLITZBOKS have won 34 games in a row and have just won the fourth tournament of the four tournaments so far this season as they beat Australia 33 points to 7 in the final in Seville to claim the Spain title. Six trophies in a row, 6 gold medals at these tournaments in a row. It's incredible. 6 tournaments in a row. This BLITZBOKS side just cannot be beaten. And the biggest thing I think for this weekend is if we looked at the first day or two, probably not the BLITZBOKS we've come to know in terms of how polished they've been. You know, I thought yesterday against the USA and against Scotland to a certain degree, didn't start particularly well, but eventually got the job done. Today, it was the well-oiled machine. Absolutely breezing past Ireland in the semi-final before, after going behind, as we often do, funny enough, for a side that is so dominant, we often do go behind. But after going behind early against Australia, well, that was kind of it, you know. That so important try by Christy Grobbelaar, who was named player of the match, he got over just before half-time, and that was the most important sort of try, you know, because we went into half-time 7 points apiece. So by the time we started the second half, we were receiving the kickoff, which we actually didn't receive particularly well. We were level. But it was the quick-fire brace. Christy Grobbelaar scoring another try in the 8th minute early on to put us in the lead. Then Ryan Oosthuizen went over in the 10th minute. Then Darren O'Donnell in the 13th minute. And just for good measure, the captain for the game, Impie Visser, in the 15th minute. Also, shout out to Sullivan Davids, who has kicked for goal brilliantly. I mean, he does everything so well that it's probably no surprise. But, you know, 4 conversions in the final, it makes a big difference, you know. You go up 14-0 or 14-7, for example, you can afford to concede a try as long as you force them wide. You know, it's like a whole different, psyche in terms of being able to have that extra 2 points, which is kind of probably quite underrated in terms of making sure you've got that little bit of an advantage. But it didn't really matter in the end. You know, Darren O'Donnell did get a yellow card, but 2 Australian players got a yellow card, Josh Turner and then Maurice Longbottom in quite quick succession, so which really did help as well. But South Africa were, in the second half, were relentless. You know, they did not allow Australia inside their own half, even when they didn't have the ball. It's the defense that makes it so impressive. You know, we saw in the first half, the try was created by a moment of defense. It was created by, you know, a big tackle coming in, a penalty, quickly turn around and around the back. Same as in the second half, that try by Christy Grobbelaar. It was created by the defensive pressure, which forced us all the way into like almost Australian 5-meter territory, and then bang, turnover, run their hands, and we're over. They just do everything so well, you know. But I think the defense is almost like their biggest attacking weapon, because we managed to push defense teams back into awkward situations and splinter their team somewhat, and then win that turnover ball, win that penalty, force a turnover, and then we've got the pace, the counter-attack, and the skill set to then exploit the potential gaps that are floating around in the opposition side. You know, the players this weekend that stood up, you know, Christy Grobbelaar for me was the best I've ever seen him play. You know, so physical on defense, made some big tackles. Today he scored 2 tries in the final, but I thought he was the man of the match in the semi-final as well, based on his defensive contribution, you know, where he was making the big hits, he was getting them, pushing them back over the advantage line. Sullivan Davids, because we lost Justin Cadalt very early, so hopefully it's nothing too serious. Thankfully, we do have a 2-week break until the next Sevens tournament, which is over in I think it's Singapore in April. And we can get a couple of our players back, you know, no Branko de Pree for the final, no Soares Rapi for this weekend. So hopefully we can get a few players back as well as we continue our dominance. 34 games on the trot. We have equaled the second longest winning streak. If we were to win another match, we would go second by ourselves. The longest winning streak, however, is, I think it's 47 matches. So still quite a long way to go until we were to try and equal that. We'd have to probably win the next, I think, 3 tournaments if we were to do that. But the fact of the matter is 4 tournaments so far in the 21-22 season and 4 victories for the BLITZBOKS. They look completely unstoppable. And long may we celebrate a team that has a phenomenal culture, a brilliant skill set. They work for each other. They are the pride of the nation. If you ask me, I think they are the team that's currently trailblazing over there, because I don't think we've got any sportsman or team who are currently as dominant as the BLITZBOKS are at the moment. Another massive win. Let me know what you thought about the game in the comments below. Please do smash a like on the video and subscribe to the channel as well. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Steven, and I'll chat to you guys soon.